Have you ever wondered if the most everyday objects in your home could be hiding something sinister? Today we explore a story that will forever change the way you look at your pillow.
I'm already getting chills just thinking about it. We're talking about Quiroga's The Feather Pillow, right?
Exactly. This story from 1917 revolutionized the Latin American horror genre by combining elements of traditional Gothic with a much more visceral and scientific
The
horror.
fascinating thing is how Quiroga builds the tension from the first line. Their honeymoon was a long chill. It's like a punch straight to the reader's gut.
And that tension is maintained through three different levels of horror. First, we have the psychological horror of a failed marriage. Alicia, described as blonde, angelic, and shy, trapped with a husband who loves her but cannot show it.
It's interesting you mentioned that because the second level would be architectural horror, right? That cold and resonant house that seems to consume its inhabitants.
Precisely, the description of the house is masterful. The white friezes, the marble columns, the echo of footsteps. Everything contributes to creating this feeling of being in a mausoleum rather than a home.
And then there's the third level, the physical horror of the parasite. Did you know that Quiroga was inspired by real cases of mites that can grow on bird feathers?
In fact, the scientific detail makes the story even more disturbing. We are not talking about ghosts or imaginary monsters, but something that could at least theoretically exist.
The way he describes Alicia's deterioration is brutal. First, it's just losing weight, then a flu that doesn't end, and finally that mysterious anemia that the doctors can't explain.
And this is where Quiroga demonstrates his mastery, the way he intertwines medical symptoms with hallucinations. When Alicia sees that anthropoid crawling on the carpet, she is delirious or somehow perceiving the presence of the parasite.
That makes me think of how the entire story can be read as a metaphor for the patriarchal marriage of the time. Something that literally drains the life out of women.
Exactly. And let's not forget Jordan's role throughout all this. His endless walks around the house, helplessly watching his wife fade away. It's almost a depiction of the man who, trapped in his own social conventions, cannot save what he loves.
The final description of the parasite is simply unforgettable. A living, viscous ball that had been feeding on Alicia night after night.
And the most terrifying part is how Quiroga ends the story with that cold scientific explanation about bird parasites. It's as if he's telling us, this could be happening right now in your own pillow.
Well, I think tonight I'll sleep without a pillow.
Or at least check it well before going to bed. And with that disturbing thought, we say goodbye for today. Remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are not the ones hiding under the bed, but the ones resting on it.